What's up guys, Wicked Snake here. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video I did for my Sork tank build, the main tank Electro build. Today I'm bringing you a different build. This is my Dragonknight tank. Right now he's set up in the off tank kind of position, or dungeon position with his gear. Let's hop right into it. So, for sets, these work in a lot of places. Got the Master's Perfected Sword and Board. 2-item ability, when you deal damage with puncture, you heal for 7,417 health and gain spell and physical resistance equal to the amount of healing or overhealing done for 5 seconds. So if you keep jabbing away, you can literally max your resistances out for 5 seconds, and you can keep going with it, keep having max resistances and healing. Then we just got a lightning staff in the back bar to proc off balance for the group. Awkward wasn't wearing my helmet, but then we're wearing the powerful assault as well. This lightning staff is also part of the Ebon piece, which I'll get into in a second. But powerful assault, I got this on the jewelry, shoulders, and head. 5 items. When you cast an assault ability, you and up to 5 group members within 10 meters gain 296 weapon and spell damage for 10 seconds. It's a really good set to have to buff up your team. It's really prevalent right now, being with the patch and everything. Ebon Kuros. Ebon's always been great, increases your max health by 988 for you and up to 11 other group members within 28 meters of you. So, wearing the 5-piece, it's really good, helps your teammate get a little more health. You're just pretty much essentially buffing the team with this build. Powerful Assault is also going to be procced by Vigor, which I'll show you in the skills. But that's the gear we're running. It's pretty basic, but it works. Then we'll go to skills. First skill we got is Green Dragon Blood, awesome heal. You gain major fortitude, major endurance, minor vitality, increasing your health recovery and stamina recovery by 40%, and healing received by 8% for 23 seconds. So having this up allows your healers to heal you or to even self-heal to full pretty quickly. Hardened Armor. This is how you put on Major Resolve, increasing your physical and spell resistance by 5,948 for 20 seconds. You gain a damage shield that absorbs up to 5,751 damage for 6 seconds. The portion of the ability scales off your max health. While active, the armor returns 747 magic damage to any enemy that uses a direct damage attack against you in melee range. So, it's good for taking a lot of melee hits. It returns magic damage back to the enemies, so it kind of bounces off you a little bit. Great to have. Then we got Pierce Armor. Thrust your weapon with discipline precision at an enemy, dealing 2,460 physical damage and taunting them to attack you for 15 seconds. This is going to be one of your taunts, one of your main abilities to taunt enemies to get them to come to you. Also inflicts minor breach and major breach on the enemy, reducing their physical resistance and spell resistance by 2,974 and 5,948 for 15 seconds. So you're essentially making the enemy weaker for your team to fight, or DPS. Let's see. Then we got Igneous Shield. This is how we get our major mending. Call the Earth to your defense, granting a damage shield for nearby allies. So it also gives your friends a little damage shield. It's not too bad, but it's obviously not the best shield. Your own damage shield absorbs 7,922 damage. This portion scales off your max health. You also gain major mending, increasing your healing done by 16% for 3 seconds. Now I'm going to explain something. When you use this ability, Igneous Shield, good for the team. Not the biggest damage shield, but it works. But it also makes Green Dragon Blood heal for so much more while you are in that period of 3 seconds, because your healing is done by 16% for 3 seconds. So when there's an oh crap moment, you'd want to hit, Obsidian Shield, or Igneous Shield, my bad, and Green Dragon Blood, so you can heal a lot faster. Then we're running Heroic Slash just to get some ulti gen back. You also get Minor Heroes and granting you 1 ultimate every 1.5 seconds for 12 seconds. And essentially that's getting your ulti back a little faster. Then we got Magma Shell. You really only want to use this when it's a bad situation, or you gotta get a res, you want to pop this and just go ham. Ignite the molten lava in your veins, limiting incoming damage to 3% of your max health and dealing 612 flame damage to nearby enemies each second for 12 seconds. So Magma Shell it's good. It makes you pretty much immortal for 12 seconds. Back bar, we've got Overflowing Altar, so your team can grab some life essence. It also applies minor lifesteal to enemies in the area, healing you and your allies for 726 health every 1 second when damaging them. Allies in the area can activate the Blood Feast synergy, healing for 65% of their max health. So that helps out a lot, just a huge heal when you need it for your team. Blockade of Storms is how we proc off balance for 7 seconds. A storm barrier in front of you, dealing 451 shock damage to enemies in the target area 1 second, setting concussed enemies off balance for 7 seconds. Then we've got Chains. It's pretty much the Dragonknight's grip. how they chain stuff in. Get stuff all piled up for the DPS. Then we got Vigor, that's to proc Powerful Assault, that buff to your team. Over a large meter, you just pop Vigor once. 6 people will get it, so you can pop it twice to get the whole group if they're all together. Then we got Inner Rage, ignite the fires of hate in an enemy's heart, dealing 1,903 magic damage and taunting them to attack you for 15 seconds. A ranged ally targeting the taunted enemy can activate the Radiate Synergy, dealing 3,276 magic damage to them over 3 seconds, then an additional 4,198 magic damage to them and other nearby enemies. Just a really good taunt, especially in like Mauve or Kaj when you're going to have to taunt a lot, or in other places that a lot of ads that are ranged that you have to get at before they hit a DPS. You need to use them. Aggressive Warhorn. Sound a Warhorn to rally your forces. This is the ulti you're going to be wanting to pop a lot more. Increases you and your group's max magic and max stamina by 10% for 30 seconds. You and your allies gain major force, increasing your critical damage by 20% for 10 seconds. That's really big for the group, especially in trials. You definitely want the healers and tanks and wearing Warhorns. Let's go over the CP. It might be set up for VCR, but I can explain it further than that if you're not doing a VCR or something else. Essentially, if you want to do the basic CP for this build, you would just even these out, even the red tree out, so you could have, I would take a lot out of quick recovery, and I would end up putting it in hardy, and heavy armor focus. I'd bring out a little bit. But right now we got 81 ironclad, 2 spell shield, and then the lady we've got 65 elemental defender, 54 thick skinned. In the Lord, we've got 23 heavy armor focus, because you are an Argonian, you're not a Nord, you have to get a little more physical and spell resistance on. Or physical, I guess, but also spell resistance, it's going to be a little lower. Quick recovery increases your healing received by 8.71%. 64 in Warlord, helps your stamina a lot, reduces the cost of break free. If you ever get trapped, just hit your breakout, which also uses stamina, but if you put some in here, not going to use that much stamina again. 67 Arcanist for some magical recovery. This build does have really good magical recovery, so it's really flexible. You probably don't even need this much, to be honest with you. Then we have 56 in Tumbling, reduces the cost of roll dodge by 20%. Big deal, you have to roll a lot. If you can't take a heavy, or you got a lot of stuff coming at you, you might have to get out of there, roll dodge. Shadow Ward reduces the cost of block. You're going to get hit a lot, you're a tank, you're going to need a lot, reduce the cost of that so you can get hit a lot, take a lot of hits to your team. Blue Tree, the Apprentice, 100 Elfhorn, critical damage and critical healing with magical abilities, which being the Dragonknight tank using green dragon blood, you're going to use a lot of this. Elfhorn's going to help you a lot with the heals. Blessed increases your healing done, also going to help you a lot, 15%, that's a big deal, especially in PvE. Master at Arms, 59, just so you throw a little bit of damage down with your wall of elements, or not even that with Pierce Armor, that's really what this is for. I mean, you can probably put this somewhere else, but every tank's different. And that is it for the CP. Again, I'm just going to show you guys. Let's see, we run low on stam. We can pop Igneous. Let's bring that right back up. Just gotta wait for that to regenerate. Pop Potion if you have to, and just keep the cycle going. Other sets you could probably run on this build, you could turn them into a main tank essentially. You could put Yolna, you could put Elkosh, Worm Cult if you really wanted to. It's up to you however you want to play the build. A couple more skills maybe we could look at. Fire Your Breath if you're running Engulfing. Yeah, that's definitely a big deal if you want to run Engulfing. Put a little more damage down with fire abilities, unless you have a Mag Decay in the group. But other than that, guys, that is my Dragonknight tank build. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or questions, or you want me to make another video like this, if you guys are enjoying them, just let me know. If you guys enjoyed the video and want to see more, just like and subscribe. Alright, thank you guys.